Hi y'all, it's me. Okay, I'm going to do this video I'm going to merge pieces together because I don't want to hand hold my camera. It's going to be too shaky if I do, so I'll just edit it and make it go together well so you can see everything I'm talking about. So the first thing I wanted to show you is this. We all use them on our desks. I've had this one forever, and I kept all my tools that I used often, like scissors and crocodiles and corner chompers and stylus, pokey tools, sanding things, all that kind of stuff. I kept it in here on my desk. Well, I've gotten to the point where I don't like it on my desk. I think it takes up too much space on my work surface. I also don't like to have that bulky clutter. So I've decided not to use this any longer. And when I purchased the cart, the gift wrap cart from Michael's, when they had their Thanksgiving Recollections 60% off sale, I bought it with the intention of using it for my supplies that I use often. I wanted to be able to keep them off to the side of where I'm sitting so that when I need them, I just have to reach over and grab what I need. I don't have to take up my work surface with it. I just want to have pretty things around. I don't want to look at all this. I'm sitting in this round thing on my desk. So because of that, I got that cart, and I want to show you what I did to my cart. Okay, there's my cart. As you can see, I've prettied it up some because I didn't want it to be boring. I didn't want it to be white. You can see I have containers up there. I have some empty space. I went ahead and took fabric, Tanya Whelan fabric, and I wrapped it around each layer with some trim, and it goes all the way around. I added some trim to the top of each one, and I used my hot glue to hold it in place so it's not going anywhere. It looks really cute, and actually I only used the glue in a couple of places so that if I ever want to change it out, I can do that. And then I'm going to show you something up close in a minute, but right now I'm just letting you have a look at the whole thing because there's a couple of areas I want to discuss with you. Okay, as you can see, those containers that are up top there, this is what they look like to begin with. They come from the Dollar Tree. They were in the hardware section. And I love the shape of them. I love that they're a little bit taller. And so I picked up a bunch of them. I knew they were going to look super cute once I got them in my so here we go. And these are what the containers look like after I spray painted them and added some Martha Stewart trim here. I Mod Podged this rose emblem that I cut out of fabric. That's also from the Tanya Whelan fabric. And then I added some rickrack down at the bottom there. And so this really holds just my taller things like rulers and just tall things that I might have. In the center one here, this was from Target, and I just added that bling on it to, added the bling there to give it a little something something. And this holds my stylus and my X-Acto knives and smaller tools there. And then this container right here holds my scissors, and I did the same thing. I added the pom-pom trim and Mod Podged the roses and then added that trim to the bottom just so it'll be pretty. You know, you should have pretty things around you anyway. So that's basically the top level. I left this area right here in the forefront. I left that empty so that when I am working on a project, say I'm using paint or punches or something in particular, I can keep them off to the side and use them and reach them easily when I'm working. And in the second level, I had these two metal tins that were pink. So I set them in there, and I keep my tape and my ATG and Mod Podge and glue that I use often are being kept in that. Three is holding my corner chompers, my embossing tools, my brayer. And then in the back, there's this other part that I want to share with you because it's there actually were like the two spaces up at the top, but they had holes in them, so you couldn't really use them. They're meant for wrapping paper to go through them, so I found a way to deal with that issue here. If you'll notice, I have that pink rosette trim. There's screws under here, and the screws are the way that you move the shelving if you want to rearrange the order they're in. So I didn't necessarily want to cover them up completely, so I just glued a piece of this rosette trim across the top. I didn't glue the bottom so that I could, oh, I'm so sorry. so that I could lift it up and have access to the screws. So that's the way I covered those up. The back side where the two openings were, they were just holes because that shelf initially was meant to go at the top. And that shelf had two holes in it so you could stand wrapping paper through it and then it would rest at the bottom. What I did was I took, as you can see, I have paintbrushes, some hole punchers, and just tools that I don't use too often, but I still want to have them close. So I put in here these things from Target. But as you can see, to remedy the problem with the hole at the bottom, I cut a piece of heavyweight chipboard and pushed it down in there, and it's perfect. It works perfect. I didn't have to, I was going to try to find containers to fit in there and all that, and I didn't even have to do that. I just pushed cardboard down in there. So that's an idea for those of you who have the dilemma that I have. And then those just sit in there pretty nicely. And as you can see, the back is just wrapped the same way the front was. And I'm going to try to turn it. It's heavy when you have one hand, and on carpet. This is not ideal for carpet, but I won't have carpet in my new craft room once I have it. So there you go. Whew. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry about the shakiness. I tried to do the best I could. Thank you for watching, and do what makes you happy. Bye for now.